Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't have one of those USB ports, does it?
No.
Welcome to the show. This is East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise. I'm Scott Thomas. I'm here with the band Treats for Dogs. If we could start at the end, you guys introduce yourself and...
Hey everybody, my name's Tyler Vandergriff. I hit the drums for the band.
I'm Ryan Vandergriff, and I'm the bass player.
My name is Tyler Cinnamon. I do lead and rhythm guitar, backup vocals.
I'm Steven Davis, and I sing and play guitar also. And we're Treats for Dogs.
Stephen Davis, like the football player.
Yeah.
So have you guys all stuck with the same instrument throughout your entire musical career or whatever?
For the most part, I started playing in bluegrass bands actually when I was 14, 15, started playing that. So I kind of started with like banjos and mandolins, and then sort of picked up the guitar, and kind of a polar opposite of where I started, but it somehow kind of comes together in a weird way.
Banjos and mandolins are probably the two most difficult instruments that I could see trying to play.
But they're so beautiful.
Mandolins are double strung, right? They have two strings right next to each other? Yeah.
It's like 8 strings, but it feels like 4.
So what have you guys had going on lately?
August 17th we did the concourse, and that was a very good time. Like I said, from the time we walked in, from the time we left, just it's an absolute blast, you know.
Concourse is a pretty cool venue.
That's actually my first time in the building. I've been next door at the International, but never been inside.
Pretty much Tyler and I grew up going to shows at the Concourse, or formerly the International, or the Valerian before that. And so it's really like, personally, my favorite venue in the city, just for nostalgic reasons, if anything. But it was a lot of fun actually being able to play there again. I don't know, what'd you think, Tyler? Did you have fun?
I had a really good time. My neck was broke for a few days afterwards.
So you guys are involved in a group, sort of like an organization?
So
promotional?
Promotion, based here in Knoxville. They one of the best marketing agencies that you can be with, I think, anywhere near here, honestly. They're great people. It's, made by musicians, for musicians, and they really care, help people out.
I've heard of those guys. James Gilley, Alec Cunningham.
I think.
And I'm pretty sure I remember
Josh
one of the other
Martin
persons.
works with them too, I believe. You've seen him there occasionally.
Josh Martin.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good guy, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So, you guys have been together for how long?
So we've been together, like, what would you all say now, like
Right over a year.
year and a handful of months.
It started off. Steven put a video on Facebook, and he was banging around on the drum kit, and I said, "Yo, you want any pointers, man? Hit me up." I wasn't jamming with anybody at the time, and then he invited me over to his house. Tyler was there. Then we all collectively, that group of guys, played together. Then it kind of broke down further into me, Steven, and Tyler. And then a couple months later, me and my brother here moved in together. We were always hanging out, and Steven would come over for practice, Tyler as well. And then we moved in Ryan, my brother here, on bass, and he picked it up really quickly. I got to give it to him, man. He's put his nose to the grindstone, and he's picked it up really quickly, especially from going to, not knowing a bunch. He knew a little bit, but from doing that to now, night and day, man. Love you, buddy.
So, if you had to describe your sound, how would you describe it?
Alternative what, Steve?
I don't know. I think we just throw alternative in front of something that we don't know how to describe. Oh, it's alt, it's indie. I don't know. I would say indie punk.
Yeah.
I guess.
So alternative
Alternative
indie punk.
Alt.
That's quite a wide spectrum there.
We just
Quite the subgenre.
we just released an EP a couple months ago. Called, I guess it goes up.
Gotta have a microphone.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I do this a lot. We just released an EP called Step Off Slow a couple months ago, and not a whole lot of the tracks sound similar. There's a lot of diversity. It sort of changes as it progresses. It definitely gets heavier as it goes along from start to finish.
That's pretty cool.
I'd like to think.
How
it
many?
is.
I think a lot of what helps too on the blend of how everything sounds, you know, like we all listen to a lot of different music, and I feel like we all pull something from here, pull something from there, and if we like it and it sounds good, then we'll stick with that, you know. I think that helps us a lot. And on my end, at least, I love all kinds of music, man, and I know if I can pull out of those categories and make it sound better, then I'll do that, you know.
That's pretty cool. You guys have only got one album out so far.
Yes, yeah, the EP.
And how many songs is on that?
5.
5. So and you're all over the map with your genre.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it makes it sound good.
I mean, it doesn't stray. It's not too crazy to where it's like completely a different genre the next song you go to, but it's not necessarily, you know, just the straight classic punk. You know, I don't know. There's like Tyler said, we take from different things and kind of put it into one thing, and it's what comes from that is, you know, what we get. So.
Yeah, and I realize that is extremely vague and doesn't really describe it at all. But
You could just say that each song has its own feeling to it.
what I would say is to head to iTunes or Spotify or YouTube and check out Treats for Dogs, and I guess form your own opinion of us, and maybe let us know what you think that we are. Maybe help us find ourselves. Maybe we can get over this identity crisis, or maybe we'll never grow out of it.
Maybe we'll like, I don't know. In the future, when we start writing here soon for new material, you know, maybe we'll try and think out of the box a little more. Who knows? Maybe we'll make our own box and just play around in that for a little while and go from there.
You got any shows coming up?
We have one more show left before we're going to embark on a 3-semester long hiatus. I'm going to school, or finishing school, I should say, and I'm going to have no time to do anything really for the next 3 semesters. But after that, we plan on coming back, releasing a new album, hopefully touring on it next summer. Got a lot of big plans in the work for next year. The CP was more or less of a little get by, if you will.
So an introduction to yourself to let people know that here you are.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, if you're just playing live shows and you're just only going to be playing live shows, you know, people want to hear, people want something to listen to either check you out, or maybe they saw you live and they liked you, never heard of you, and they want to take something home and remember you and maybe pass the word and come out and see you again. It really helps to have music out there. It really does. Something.
Something.
So after your 3-semester hiatus, you're going to come back in full force and do some touring and...
Yes, gonna come back, gonna do some touring. Hopefully we'll be working with Promotion LLC again on scheduling future shows. Definitely gonna try to take it farther this next time around, as far as with their range of show travels. Would definitely like to see some of the West Side next year. So yeah, got a lot. Really stoked about the next album that we're going to be working on. Still some songs that we didn't put on the EP that we thought deserved more of an album's I guess, attention. So we're really excited to work on those and to get some new ones out there.
Maybe you guys could play the open chord here
We
sometime.
would absolutely love to play the open chord again. We played here, how many times? once. We played here once. We caught an open mic here actually, and it was a lot of fun. The sound sounds absolutely phenomenal. The staff here is amazing, and we love the show here.
Yeah, we love the open chord.
Yeah, we love the open chord.
Well, is there anything else you guys would like to put out there for your band, or?
Guys, you can check us out. We're on Facebook. You guys can hit us up on Instagram. We're also there. We, like I said, just put out the EP, Step Off Slow. Do not have a Twitter. I said on the radio the other day with Josh that we had a Twitter. We do not have a Twitter, but you guys can hit us up on Facebook, also on Instagram as well. Just released the EP, available on all major music platforms, Google Music, YouTube. So check it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
We don't have any hard copies available. It's strictly digital right now. Thankfully, it's 2018. We can do that. If you want a hard copy, just find any of us. We'll burn it for you. Our show at the concourse on the 17th, the guy was really upset that we did not have hard copies. Luckily, we had a few that were burnt, and he was very happy after that. So some people like hard copies. That's okay.
Another big thanks to promotion. Big thanks to the open chord. Big thanks to everybody that's really helped us and supported us and, you know, love us and come to our shows. Huge thanks to our friends, Andrew Kyle, Tyler Woods, countless others that have, you know, helped us with equipment, helped us get our stuff in and out, you know, helped us with, you know, some of these guys have given us their own equipment. My guitar crapped out on me right before the concourse show, and Tyler was like, here, use my guitar. And that helped out a lot because I almost didn't have a guitar, and that would have been a big problem.
There's a bunch of unofficial members in Treats for Dogs. It's really not just
Treats for Dogs is a family, if anything. You know, it's a family, it's a squad, it's a team. It's an army. We love each other. Army
Treats
of
for
love.
Dogs, Army.
Yes.
You never know. You could be at one point, sometime down the line.
Well, we certainly thank you for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming out to the open chord here and being on the show with us. We appreciate you very well.
Yeah, thank you.
This is East Tennessee Music Scene on the Rise. I'm Scott Thomas. These are Treats for Dogs, and we will see you next time.